President Biden is saying that an important part of his China strategy is working with European allies. But what do the European leaders think about this? NTD's Penny Zhou has more.
Ever since his election campaign, President Biden has been saying his China strategy is working with other democratic allies like the European Union.
The way China will respond is when we gather the rest of the world. That's when things begin to change. That's when China's behavior is going to change.
When asked about how the administration plans to counter the Chinese regime, the White House repeated,
working with our partners and allies, and in all of the conversations with Europeans, with allies in the region, China and the relationship with China has been a pivotal part of those conversations. So that's also part of our strategy.
But she says there's no need to hurry it.
But we are not in a rush, and we are 3 weeks in, and our team is taking a very strategic approach to our relationship.
Can President Biden work with Europe to counter the Chinese Communist Party, or CCP? Earlier this month, French President Emmanuel Macron told an American think tank that the European Union should not gang up on China with the U.S.
For me, we have two different scenarios which are to be excluded. Number one would be a scenario where we put in a situation to join all together against China. This one for me is counterproductive because it will push China to increase its regional strategy. It will push China to precisely diminish its cooperation on the different agenda. And I think this is detrimental to all of us.
The French president says the EU will speak out about the CCP's human rights issues, but will also work with the regime in terms of trade and climate change. Another European leader, German Chancellor Angela Merkel, criticized last month the CCP's lack of transparency at the start of the pandemic, but she added that she agrees with CCP leader Xi Jinping there should not be a Cold War between the West and China.
To build small circles or start a new Cold War will only push the world into division and even confrontation. Confrontation will lead us to a dead end.
The Chinese president spoke yesterday, and he and I agree on that. We see a need for multilateralism.
As Merkel prepares to step down this year, it remains to be seen whether the country's next leader will continue Merkel's China policy. In an interview with German media, Merkel's successor within the party says he believes Germany's relationship with Communist China is conflicting. He explains that Germany should speak out about human rights, but at the same time trade with China and have intensive scientific exchanges. He stresses it's important to keep working with Xi Jinping's Belt and Road Initiative and that China is a huge market for German car makers. Penny Zhou, NTD News.